Daytona. Created in 1951 by NASCAR founder Bill France Sr., it marked a pivotal shift for NASCAR, with the sport moving away from the legendary mixed-surface Daytona Beach road course. This 2.5-mile superspeedway was a revolutionary oval track for its time. Featuring massive 31-degree banking, it enabled cars to reach speeds once thought unattainable on a closed course. NASCAR wasted no time in capitalizing on its new facility, inaugurating its flagship event, the Daytona 500, in the track's very first year. Speed has always been a defining factor at Daytona. The first edition saw a pole speed of 140.121 miles an hour. Over the years, speeds continued to climb, peaking in 1987 with a staggering 210.364 miles per hour. However, the introduction of restrictor plates reduced horsepower and brought speeds down, prioritizing safety. While NASCAR's speeds never again matched their 1987 peak, Daytona still saw impressive records such as a Daytona prototype reaching 222.971 miles an hour in 2013. Daytona isn't just known for its high-speed NASCAR oval. The facility also features a road course included in its initial construction. However, it wasn't until 1962 that the road course hosted its first 3-hour endurance race. Just 4 years later, in 1966, this event expanded into the 24 Hours at Daytona, cementing its place as one of the 4 major 24-hour races. Over the decades, Daytona has hosted a variety of racing disciplines, including IMSA, iRock, IndyCar, motorcycles, and NASCAR's top 4 National Series. The track even experimented with short track racing on a temporary backstretch oval in 2013 and 2014. In 1995, NASCAR introduced a new series featuring stock car versions of pickup trucks, initially called the NASCAR Super Truck Series. Focused primarily on short tracks during its early years, the series eventually expanded its schedule. By 2000, NASCAR decided to add the Truck Series to Daytona Speed Weeks. This has remained the season opener to this day. In 2008, the Truck Series Chevy Silverado became the first NASCAR vehicle added to iRacing. This version remained the primary NASCAR truck on the platform until 2015 when the updated Silverado and Toyota models were introduced. Following this, iRacing launched Pickup Cup, a fun and casual series featuring the 2008 Silverado. Unlike other series, the Pickup Cup does not affect licensing, offering a low-pressure environment for all drivers to race. The Daytona truck combination has become a staple of Pickup Cup, delivering short, exciting races without the stakes. This remains one of the most historically accurate pairings in iRacing, as it features the 2008 truck model with Daytona's 2008 scan. Daytona's 2010 repave removed the track's classic bump and tire wear, which makes the 2008 scan so challenging. Today we dive into this iRacing classic, bumping, drafting, and hopefully not flipping to the finish. Here we are. This is Daytona 2008 with the 2008 trucks. We've got a plane landing on the airport. So this is Pickup Cup, as I mentioned, but the main thing with Pickup Cup is just how fun the series is, especially when you come into it not caring what happens, because it does not affect your license at all. This is a series I often find myself jumping into, either if I have a couple minutes to spare and I just kind of want to do a quick race. It's not just restricted to super speedways. They do short tracks in Pocono and, Charlotte and just a whole bunch of different stuff. But I think it's these series here just kind of bring a important, factor in iRacing. I think everyone kind of forgets to have fun. I think a lot of people get too serious and they focus too much on the results and, how that affects their license and stuff. And I think these are great series that kind of let people, run a little bit loose, have just some fun. It's a 10-lap race. We're just going to go out there. We're going to try our best to win it. And we might wreck trying. So yeah, 2008 for the Truck Series. Interesting year. Kind of like one of those final years before, Kyle Busch really picked it up, because he only had 9 truck wins at the time. When the Truck Series was running in 2008, or at the end of 2008, he had 9 truck wins. And then after that, I think he probably had some crazy percentage, like 40 to 50% of his starts ended up with wins.
Green flag.
We go green here.
Got 10 laps to go. Outside. Go low. Still there, hold your line.
But yeah, a lot of people, this is one of the few series that you can kind of just immediately jump into when you first get iRacing. We're starting to get some guys on the outside here.
Still there, hold your line.
Gotta hit this guy straight. Get him into the corner there. You can just see here as we're going into the corner, just the bumps. There's the F bar and my graphics stuff in the top right corner. You can just see how much force feedback that we're getting kind of in these corners. You can see the car bouncing. Makes it really hard to kind of keep your cars in line. Even there, going into the tri-oval, I'm really anticipatory on my my wheel movements. But yeah, this is back still. I mean, trucks in 2008 weren't, you know, full of all the young kids that we see today, trying to, you know, advance their career. Truck Series now is more like what ARCA was at this time. And you think about the teams, too, that used to be in the Truck Series. You have, like, Germain Racing, you have Billy Ballou, you have KHI, Wood Brothers, Bill Davis, and all those teams are now gone. And Kyle Busch Motorsports, you know, didn't come in until 2 years later, and that truck team is gone as well. Only one that really remains is, there's a big wreck behind. The only one that remains is TourSport. Make a little contact there with the 85. So yeah, it looks like we have a 9-car pack here. Only 17 starters for this race, or it looks like 15 only took the grid. So these races do split. You will get splits in this that are based off of your license, but you won't have anything crazy that happens. But I am such a huge proponent for these series. I think on the oval side, they've kind of hit the nail on the head. They have Delara Dash, which is the old DW12 Indy cars, and the on a lot of big tracks, so it's a big draft fest. But it does kind of teach you some stuff. Trucks, you got the 2008 trucks. They run on a lot of old tracks. New Charlotte. I think that's also a very important place. That's where I was when I first got on iRacing. I was scared to run rookie street stocks, so I went and I ran the trucks for a bunch because I knew it wouldn't affect my license. And I learned a ton here. I definitely made a lot of mistakes in this series as well. As he kind of lets us have the bottom there. Just gotta hope somebody comes up behind me and pushes me. This guy hits me straight. Nope, he goes 3 wide middle. Alright, we're trying to go there. Go in the middle with him, but weren't able to do it. We're already halfway into this race.
Oh. Outside is clear. Outside. 5 laps to go. Outside is clear. Keep it up.
So yeah, that was my fault. We were trying to go with him there, and I hit him in the bumper a little bit, moves up the track, and then I was on the bottom lane, and I was trying to back out a little bit to kind of let him by, but I let him back in, and a little bit of overlap there. That's one of the things, too. It's like, if we have any problems in the series, it's like we can just kind of, you know, it doesn't really mean anything. Alright, so we're getting back up here with the front pack. 66 car. Got a hell of a run here.
Clear outside if you want it.
Gonna stay on the bottom here. Hopefully that car up top doesn't come down.
Clear. Outside. Go low. The next car's the leader. If that's in fourth position. Still there, hold your line. 2 more, let's go.
Alright, we're in here at the finish. There's already a wreck behind us again. Try to get some draft here.
Stay low, there's a car on the high side. The next car's the leader. Keep low. Go low.
Alright, we are gonna get the white here. Oh, car behind gets turned.
Still there. White flag. Go through. You're back in second. The next car's the leader. Outside is clear.
Alright, we're trying to give a gap here. Hopefully the peanut butter car doesn't go for a move on us.
Inside. Still there.
Blocking, we're blocking.
Clear. Outside.
Hang out to dry.
Clear outside if you want it. Inside.
Oh my god.
Stay low. There's a car on the high
Yeah, no yellow line rule here. And we get it at the line.
Still there. You won. Yeah.
Alright, so here's your first accident. 2 car runs on the apron, 4 car goes on the outside of them. Those 2 make contact. Kind of collects, it's like 6 cars here. Majority of them slam into the inside wall. Alright, so here's our accident with the 45. We bump him a little sideways, it gets him up the track. And yeah, I thought he was staying kind of middle, and then we just straight turn him. Alright, so this happened right with us. This Exxon car here gets a really, really big bump in the right rear quarter panel. Shoots him back across the track in front of the 28, and then just straight into the inside wall. Alright, so this is the 2 car from the first wreck. Running up high, running up high. 66 tries to go middle, and 66 just kind of catches him and spins him out, but keeps it straight. Alright, here's the results. You can tell it's split 1 of 2. We were able to squeak out the victory there. Just by a tiny bit. Didn't even realize that we had these 2 cars here kind of sitting in the pack with us. But yeah, you can tell here just all these cars that got involved in accidents. You'll see all their wrecks, or you have seen all their wrecks. And yeah, basically like the whole field got involved in something. We spun this dude out, I think. No. Spun that guy out. Yeah, so. Whoopsies. Yeah, the series does have 1 fast repair. So if you have an accident or something, you can just kind of head straight back out. But, you know, it's only a 10-lap race, so most people, when they get wrecked, they just kind of leave. But yeah, we'll jump into a second race here, and hopefully we get more of an indicative experience. Alright, so we join you for another Pickup Cup race. You notice most of the bumpers here are all messed up on the right-hand lane. It's because somebody didn't go on the start, and they are rolling off pit road, and a bunch of people piled in, and I think after about maybe 1 person, they wouldn't have done that, but they, I think, piled about 6 cars into it. Yeah, I watched back the first race. Didn't really finish one of my thoughts on these unranked races. I think these unranked races are awesome, and they're great for kind of just giving a fun, like, quick, no anything series to kind of go and run. you know, carburetor cup is one. Also, it's the current cup car. It gives everybody an opportunity who, you know, is joining iRacing who maybe want to do NASCAR stuff, because that's one of the main things that they're known for, is gives them an opportunity to run the cup car. But it's really like they only have it locked down on the road side, on the oval side. They really are missing it on the oval side. I think I mixed myself up there. They have it on the oval side. They do not have it anywhere else. So if you want to run any unranked stuff, it has to be oval. I feel like, you know, maybe with the old GT3 cars they have, you know, the supercar, they have the Pro Mazda, they have a bunch of old legacy content that isn't used anymore. I think we're going to see a wreck in a couple seconds. Yeah, I feel like that could be a really good, you know, unranked series. You know, nowadays, iRacing has, you know, 15 free road courses to choose from. And I feel like those could be, you know, pretty fun to drive, you know, in some of those older GT3 cars. You know, from the iRacing perspective, you know, being able to, you know, sell some of your legacy content and have it be used, kind of like what they're doing with Ringmeister, you know, be very beneficial. But I think it'd also be a benefit to the community if we kind of gave people an opportunity to run some of those older GT cars. As there's a wreck.
Clear outside, you want it. Outside. Car outside. Still line. You're on the bottom. Rewind. Outside. Clear. Outside. Clear outside.
73 car not letting me up. Alright.
Stay low.
Oh, at least the car's in good shape.
Still there. Hold your line.
Yeah, no cautions.
Clear.
Kind of keep it rolling here.
Car outside. Stay low.
You can see this big pack of cars. We started 19th out of 24 of them.
Clear up top.
But yeah, back to the truck series as there's more smoke ahead.
Car inside. Stay high. Put the car on the low side.
Yeah, that 73 car is
Still there.
damaged pretty bad.
Clear.
But yeah, the truck series at this time, there's a lot of veterans. Nowadays, its purpose is there's a crash or not lifting.
Go low. Just set your fastest lap percent. Go high.
Threading the needle.
Go low. Car 85. It's taking the lead.
Yeah, the truck series nowadays is very much a place for a lot of kids to kind of come and run. You know, not very many veterans are present for the
Inside.
truck series now.
Still there.
We still have Crafton. Got people like Grant Enfinger.
Still there. Inside. Still inside.
But that veteran status is falling away as you see people like wow, we're
Car inside. You're in the top 10. Stay high. Clear. Outside. Stay low. Outside. Clear.
we were on the inside of that guy. And just kind of kept coming down on us. Yeah, I mean, you just think about the drivers nowadays, like even recently. You know, people like to dunk on Austin Dillon, but you know, Austin Dillon was, you know, a really young kid who came into the truck series and, you know, won a championship. And I think that kind of marked a real big change. You know, you think of like Ron Hornaday, you know, Todd Bodine, you know, some of those guys, you know, we were thinking of, you know, the legends of the sport. But oh, there's a little bit of contact. I gotta let this 70 car get by. We'll jump in behind him. But yeah, you think about all those guys, and most of that truck, lineup for that series that year, they're no longer there. Most of them are retired or, race at a lesser capacity. It's just, Matt Crafton and Kyle Busch were the guys who ran most of the schedule and are still here. And hell, when we get to Daytona for the truck race, it'll be 17 years since the 2008 race, which this is the scan in the truck from. So, crazy how time flies like that. This is one of the super speedway things. You don't want to push the pusher. We're sitting, I think, we're sitting in 5th place. Oh no, there is 4 cars ahead of us. And I keep forgetting to mention, the week that this truck was released, I couldn't find one for Ryan Newman. Ryan Newman won the truck race prior to this truck being released. But Ron Hornaday won the week after the trucks were added to iRacing. We're going to try to make this outside lane work. 2 to go here. Got somebody with me here. They're starting to migrate up a little bit. Alright, we're going to push that 9 truck. Got to hit him straight. We're going to catch lap traffic here. Yeah, I'm surprised we're able to survive through all those wrecks. But lap traffic also ends up being an issue typically. Alright, making a run down here to the line. Oh! Ah!
Looks like one of your wheels is out of alignment. You'll have less grip out there. There's the flag. It's over.
P3 across the line.
Really well. It looks like
Alright, so this is the first wreck from race 2. Here the 99 car and the green 9 car get together. Spins the 9 car into the 73, and then he kind of keeps it straight. We squeak by, he just slides through the grass here, and no one else gets collected. Alright, so this is the big one here. The 1 and the 39 keep kind of making contact here. Right here is a big hip check. He gets pushed up into the 20, and then this sets off a whole massive accident here. The 39 collects a couple cars coming across the track, and right here he's going to hit the 28, and the 28 is going to be sent flipping. Alright, so showing another view of this wreck. The wreck happens in front of these guys, but they're going to pile in. We're going to get a wide shot here. You can just see all the cars smashing into the wall and parts flying everywhere. And then there we go, flying through it. Alright, here's our accident with the 12 car. We're kind of running a little bit off the bottom. And yeah, I mean, we would have made contact probably, but that was a little bit of netcode. Alright, here's our next accident. The 99 gets to the 7, hits him off center, sends him through the grass. 7 cars, foot to the floor. Goes through the Daytona road course section, straight onto the track, hits the wall, then bam. Alright, so this is a little bit of a weird one. The 4 car here, he's coming off the corner. 70 car just brakes. Now he's slow. He lets off the gas, he gets turned. He gets hit one more time by the 99 car. But wait, there's more. Bam, one more time by the 11. Alright, here's the finish coming to the line. 72 car is going to shoot middle. And 85 is going to get turned. Everyone goes into the wall. The 72 car comes out with the win. Yeah, here's your results for the 10-lap race. You can see here, just missed out. The guy that actually went 3 wide middle kind of caused that accident. Yeah, wins the race. We finished 3rd, sideways, backwards, on fire, going across the line. Kind of pretty good little pack here. You can see all the cars that, wrecked out of the race. Yeah, that was fun. Yeah, these trucks, they're so, with the bumpiness and everything, it makes it really hard to kind of run those 3-4 wide battles that you see on the new Daytona. It doesn't mean it's better, but it's definitely a little bit more challenging drive. I feel like that kind of lends itself to kind of teaching people how to run these, how to run, just a straight line and stuff on these racetracks. I think that's a issue that you kind of see where people kind of float around and, they don't really know how to hold a line how they're supposed to on these super speedways. But yeah, these unranked races, I mean, they're so much fun. I feel like super speedway races, tend to get ruined by cautions. Draft Masters does not have cautions, but I still feel like having that being a licensed series is really not fantastic. I feel like a lot of the people who run that series religiously kind of fall into the same bubble of, or usually fall into the same bubble of that's typically what they run. But I feel like these 10 laps, I don't think you need any more to kind of decide a super speedway race, especially when there's no cautions. Just do 10 laps and that's the race. So yeah, hopefully y'all enjoyed that. I know this is a bit of a rambly kind of deal here about the trucks, but the trucks are cool. The trucks are very important in NASCAR, and they these 2008 models often get overlooked, and not a lot of people do unranked series. But yeah, they're tons of fun, and they don't really do anything. They don't affect you negatively. So just go up there, go run it. Of course, don't do something stupid. You can still get protested, so no intentionally wrecking people. But yeah, hopefully y'all enjoyed that. Hopefully y'all have a good rest of your week, and peace.